The thing about Sting is that with all the gifts that he's been given, his musicality, his beauty, his wife and family, his athleticism, his drive, the regard of his peers, his money, his fame, fan-filled stadiums, he's still sort of scowly. He's still unsatisfied. He's restless, unsettled, gazing off to the side, thinking, what's next? What's next? What don't I know? What is left to discover? He's experimented with acting, playing the lead in Three Penny Opera on Broadway, and in many movies. And if you're interested in some of the most fun that I've ever had making a film, you should look at the love scenes I had with Sting in the film Plenty. I'm just kidding. That was just another job. Why do we need to thank our artists? They're already so rich and famous. They win Grammys, they top the charts. Why do we need to say it again? Thank God for you. The musicians make life sweet. So thank you, Sting. Thank you for your restless heart, and for Roxanne, and for The Last Ship, and for the almost 40 years of music in between. We've been with you all along the way. Every breath you take, every move you make, we'll be watching you.
I was born and raised in the shadow of a shipyard in a little town on the northeast coast of England. I would wonder with some anxiety whether that would be my destiny. And I want a life beyond this town. I want a life that's out of the ordinary.
He left everything behind to make music.
Roxanne, you don't have to put on the red light.
In London, he found his way in with one song and two mates, bursting with wild ideas.
You don't have to put on the red light. Roxanne, put on the red light.
His song defined their sound. When they couldn't get it on the radio, they said, let's try America.
I guess you'd call it cowardice, but I'm not prepared to go on like this. I can't stand losing.
By the trip's end, they were riding the crest of a new wave.
Every little thing she does is magic. Everything she do just turn me on.
Reggae into rock? Whoever heard of such a thing?
Every breath you take, and every move you make,
Wrapped in velvet, his songs tore at your heart.
you break. Every step you take, I'll be watching.
The boys had outdistanced their wildest dreams. Crowds in every city at their feet. To walk away would be madness. But an artist looks to what he can be, not what he was. He set out alone.
Flesh and steel I want. Try
His way was not to stay on one path, but to constantly inject surprise into everything he did.
free, free, set them free. Free, free, set them free. And for me, for
He traveled the world, an explorer of new rhythms. Then he joined them to his own, an outpouring of new sounds and new songs. All my life, he said, I have tried to find the truth and make it beautiful.
And you remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of body. And you forget the sun, it is jealous sky.
And then one day, the songs stop coming. Is the gift of songwriting taken away as easily as it seems to have been bestowed?
T.S. Eliot wrote, "The end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time." Inspired by the shipyards of his youth, he created a Broadway musical.
As a mountain of steel makes its way to the sea, and the last ship.
Where will he sail next?
The Kennedy Center Honors returns with Bruno, Bruce, and Lady Gaga. Ladies and gentlemen, Lady Gaga.
Come on! Let's make this one sting! You could say I lost my faith in science and progress. You could say I lost my belief in the Holy Church. You can say I lost my sense of direction. Oh, yes, I did. You could say anything it was fun if I ever lose my faith in you. Ooh, there'd be nothing left for me to do. I could be lost inside their lives without a trace. But every time I close my eyes, I see your face. I never saw no miracle inside. That didn't go from a blessing to a curse. And I never saw no military solution. That didn't end up something worse. But let me say this much. If I ever lose my faith in you, there'd be nothing left for me. Oh, it would sting. Oh, how it would sting. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, Sting! I'm trying not to lose my faith. Lord, help me, wash over me with your grace. Ooh, it would sting.
Ladies and gentlemen, Esperanza Spalding and 2013 Kennedy Center honoree, Herbie Hancock.
like tears from a star. On and on the rail will sing how fragile we are, how fragile we are, how fragile, fragile we
Ladies and gentlemen, 2009 Kennedy Center honoree, Bruce Springsteen.
Early one morning, with time to kill, I borrowed Jeb's rifle and I sat on the hill. I saw a lone rider crossing the plain. I drew a bead on him, practiced my aim. My brother's rifle went off in my hand. Shot rang out across the land. The horse he kept running, the rider was dead. I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head. I set off running to wake from this dream, and my brother's rifle went into the stream. I kept on running into the salt lands. That's where they found me, my head in my hands. Sheriff, he asked me why I'd run, and it came to me, yeah, just what I'd done. And all for no reason, just one piece of lead. I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head, I hung my head. Early one morning, with time to kill, I'd see the gallows up on the hill, and out in the distance, a trick of the brain, I see a lone rider crossing the plain. He's come to get me, see what they've done. We'll ride together till kingdom come. Pray for no mercy, but soon I'll be dead. I hung my head, 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 I hung my
Ladies and gentlemen, Bruno Mars.